Alright, folks, welcome back. 欢迎大家回来. Okay, so we are into our day 2 of our Duolingo Chinese course wrap up, and then this is our 100-day review, right? It's been 200 days with the Chinese Duolingo course, and today, as explained previously yesterday, we have to reach a quota of 15 constructs. Now today I kind of went a little bit late. Yeah, we did a yapathon that I felt was a wonderful way of practicing some of the mental management. Without saying too much, it'll probably come up later on in tomorrow's discussion. Hopefully tomorrow's discussion. So today, 15 constructs. Let's go. Let's have it. I think it might be a little less than 15. We'll see how long. I'm thinking 15, 10 minutes each. 10 minutes each, that's 2.5 hours. We'll see if we can get 2.5 hours. What time is it? 1:12 a.m. All right. Okay. What unit are we on? 37. 38. What is unit 38? Family members. Unit 38 is family member. Okay. I'm only going to write the one character as opposed to writing them twice over, right? So yeah. So yeah. Right, yeah. Ooh, that's kind of big. Oops. Yeah. 9. Is there a stroke through it? I'm gonna say no. Oh, and I did figure out some errors as well. I'm gonna leave it like that. It looks okay. I did remember a few errors when I was reviewing yesterday. So right, ba. Ma, right. Mama. 哦，父母。Right. Yeah. Just one set. 哥哥。Right, 哥哥。弟弟。Yeah, 弟弟。弟弟。兄弟。兄弟。兄弟。兄弟。你看，姐姐。姐姐。 and Mei Mei. Mei Mei. We just got this in Hansa Hero today. Mei Mei. And then together we have these two together. So 兄弟姐妹, right? 兄弟姐妹 and 朋友, 朋友 yeah, 朋友. Friends are family too, you know? I know, that sounded kind of cheesy. Something to describe family, so... Oh, this one's kind of weird. How do I do this? I think this is part of it. So like this. Oh, that doesn't look. No. No. Hold on. I swear it's something like this. Hold up. Yeah. 像, right? 像 and then 一样. Yang 一样. Statement we have was Chuan. Chong. I don't know these things. Chong is, yeah, okay. It's Chong, and then we have like an example. Huang Yifu. I just got Yifu, Huang Yifu. I'm not sure if that tone is correct. Okay. Huang. Is it 2 or 3? It's 2. Huang, and then Yifu. Yifu. Right, Hu. Hansa Hero says it's 2. I thought it was 3. Or a neutral. I'll have to check that in the future. Which radical? Is this simplified? No, it's not truncated. Yifu. What else we got? Gun. Relationships. Gun. Second gun. One's gun. Which gun? This gun. Gun. Yes. 跟关系关 is 关系 or relations. And then there was a separate group for food. How do I do this food thing? We'll do it here. 吃 吃 and 吃过 Okay. 粥 有油条 I could use I could use like 油条 right now. It's kind of delightful. I remember having it with Joe actually. Doujiang. Is it 2 dots or 1 dot? 1 dot. And then water. Doujiang. 包子 long. I'm not sure if this is right to left or left to right. No. This is left to right. I think it's like this. 小笼包 Suddenly got smaller. That's fine. 小笼包拉面这拉 Yeah, 这拉 Not the other 拉这个拉不是那个拉拉面拉面点心 Wait. Yeah, this thing. Dim sum. 火锅 Like that? Ooh, that looks a little weird. Yeah, no, this is fine. 火锅 And here, I can think of one more. 炒饭 Right, 炒饭 Tall has fire in it too. Small. You. Tall. Fun. Simplified. All fun. Yes. Okay. I think that's good. Units. What are we at? Unit 39. Unit 39 has lots of things. I think this is the large one. That has some elements of travel, lots of locations, and then some things about buying, traveling to places and buying stuff. And then there's some modifiers and the seasons. Oh, okay, this is kind of big. This one is a little bit easier to remember because it's categorical, right? I used to get these two mixed up. These two characters. This character and another character. Wait, is there a stroke through here? I think there's a stroke through. Yeah. E. 姐姐, right? 姐姐. That looks awful. That's okay. Ah. Okay, 姐姐. So seasons, right? Is it 2 or 3? I feel like it's Chen Xia. Xia. Leaf, or actually 100. Or is it 100? Leaf, sun. I don't actually have a name for that yet. Xia, qiu, qiu, dong, dong. Okay, that covers seasons. Now I have like random words. Random words alert. Gun, just, gun. Gun. 大概. Oh no, 大概. Tree? Silver? Right? No, wait. Abbreviated silver? Tree, abbreviated silver, maybe? Oh no. I'm not sure if this is abbreviated. I should have double checked. And then whatever I called this thing. I might be missing a stroke here. Fine. That guy. Maybe. It looks okay. There's also... What's it? Oh. Right. Oh, 10. Oh, 10. So after. And 10. Or okay. More and more. 越来越 which is 越 I think 越来越 is a pretty... Why are you writing kanji on my computer screen? I'm writing Hanzu on my computer screen because I'm reviewing my units from the Duolingo chapter. I'm reviewing vocabulary from Duolingo chapter. Hmm. 越来越 That might be no close enough. 越来越 more and more. 经 something 经过 pass through 经过 经过 This is how I review. 经过 跟 跟 诠释 诠释 是 是 是 拿 哦 骑到 骑到 early and late Early and late. If you're late, traffic jam. 堵车.堵车. Where are we going with this? 越来越 地方. Now we're looking at locations, right? 地方. Different locations. 城市 no. 城市 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 公园 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 is different. Yes. Simplified. Oops. 公园 咖啡馆 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 图书馆 图 图书 图书馆 like in Australia. Oh no. Water. You take dot, box, rice, and pig. Right. I think it's this Lee. Lee. And then this Ya. 澳大利亚人 locations check. Now we have position. 附近 close 附近 or next. 附近 附近 上面下面下面中间中间of other stuff. Jiao, old and new. 新打折or discount 打折换 to change. Oh no. No. Juan is a little bit different. Like this. Ugh. It's like extended, right? Juan to change. Juan.退货 that's to return goods. 退货 so 汇款 is to I think that's refund. Oh no, wait, refund is a different one. This is one is return goods and then one is to no, one's a refund. I think 退货 is to return goods. 退款 is for refund. Which is yeah. I think I might have added an extra stroke there. And then this one might be shorter. No. I think we're good. So the top one's longer. Whoops. Things to buy. So皮鞋皮鞋皮鞋 leather shoes and 袋子 right 袋子 bag now colors 红色白色 白色 okay Next one. 40. Unit 40. Hmm. We only did 2 so far, and I'm already tired. No. Oh no. Today's gonna be a little rough. Unit 4. There's some days, some expressions. Oh, it's habits. Habits. And also, yeah, largely habits. Eating is a habit. So, habits. Okay. 习惯. Oh no, this one's kind of weird. I'm gonna say it's. What was the order on this? I don't think this was the order. We'll go with it. Oh no, I don't know if it's. I don't know if it crosses the entire box or not. We'll just leave it not crossing the box. Yeah. 习惯. Okay. 马上. There's lots of expressions. 马上. Why does this look awful? It's okay. 像. 像. 一定要. 只要. No, 只是. Yeah. 只是. 是. 只是 一边 一边 以后 以后 以前 记了 and 住了 记 记 记了 住了 that's this at 2, 2 down like this. Get across. Heal. So habits. Habits. Okay.洗脚no wait, that water, or is it a tree, right? Or is it a person? Tree. Not tree looks good. 洗脚洗小洗脚洗小刷牙刷牙 brush teeth 做梦做梦 guy chilling underneath trees 讲讲故事故事故事故事oh, that doesn't look so great. Try that again. And 看电影 two sun, right? Let's just do 是看电视看电视 Oh, I don't know. That's fine. 睡觉睡觉 1, 2, 3 cut 3 down right 睡觉 oh wait probably the 睡觉 sleep and we have directions no eating stuff okay got this in Hanzi Hero already too hey Feng Nanfeng oh we didn't get south though of all the things Nanfeng La this La spicy La it's like that I think so Spicy lunch after. Ooh. I think that was yen or salty or salt yen and xian saw xian today. Ooh, like the salty and simplified. Crazy. Cool, bitter, cool, and tian, sweet. Tian. So Thai, right? Thai. Thai. 饺子 also 饺子 饺子 oh no, no leader in here.饺子. All right, 40 complete. Wait a minute. 41. School. School in cardinal direction.附中小学 Oh no, wait, it's like kind of describing people actually. This is a describing people chapter. 个子 because that's height. Okay, 个子 and 将 or chang, but 将 in this case. 将 养大 lao, right? Grow up, lao, old, lao, 老人 old people. 年年近 young 年近 left hand, right hand. Get this in Wanikani actually. Interesting. 右左小左小glasses, wearing glasses. 眼镜 silver 眼镜 C simplified glass. I think it's 2. Oh, that's 2 seems right. 3 seems too much. 眼镜眼镜 die. Complicated die. 2, 3. Yeah, die. To wear. 在在见面 Uh-oh. Fine. 在见面 聊天 to chat 聊天 and 又会 actually, yeah. 又会 Uh-oh. Am I gonna stick with Uh-oh. Oops. Oh well. No. 年纪 grade 一一个人，自己有自一一一张一张 nope 没有一直一直一直自己一般一般 generally we have verb operate right 现然后然后最后对哦最后 oh that got a little bigger position and peeps 地地址地址地址有I think the second stroke is longer, right? Go away. Go away. Me Lu. What? No. Wait. No, the first one. Ooh. So address, surrounding area, get lost, right? And now we write about directions. Walking direction. One. Oh. Right. 脚走 walk walk backwards 前 forward straight ahead 前 右 right right 左 and then北边 north side 北边 I don't know bee sting 南边南边东边 and 西边 all right 41 my fingers kind of hurt okay. 42 all right, I guess squeeze 42 in here. Yeah, 42. "42" is studying, and then going on travel because of studying. So basically, the cliche story, right? Cliche story of motivating yourself to learn a different language. Okay. Con努力 努 what is the top left part? Con努力学 learn 学很多学很多种 saw 种 today. Oh no, wait, it's a different 种 oh no, it was traditional. That's right, it was traditional, I think. 种种遗憾 oh no not 遗憾遗言遗言语言语言很早很早很早2个月两两2个月 no 年 put in 2 years 2个年后来 oh that wasn't after actually last year and next year this is 后来 after 后来中文和中文 汉字，汉字的水平，水平提高了，提like this? No, doesn't look. 提高，提高了。靠。Oh wait, it's just one character. 考试 S 考试很容易容 else wait yes 容易 I think so. It's related to Yasashi.好的 很好，非常好。Okay, so because of that, we're going traveling. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. 离开家。离开家去旅游。Right? Yes. 旅游。旅游。Need certain things. 需要。需要。No, wait. That doesn't look. It's thickly. 需要。 don't forget. Oh, 几乎 almost not. 几乎 几乎 got Wang today. Well, 忘记 what to not forget. Passport. Oh, 护照 not 护照 yeah 护照 yes. So 行李 yeah, these are two that I get mixed up. Sing and T is the top thing. Oh, 行李 luggage and visa. 签章 visa, which we take. So we take it to 安全检查 安全 检查 yeah 安检海关海关well, that's pretty much chill in the on the airport 在机场登顶 oh wait 登bottom 登飞机起飞 which T Fei T T Fei. Okay. Okay. I need a smaller unit. $43. 43 is vacation. No, 43 is feelings. 43 is feelings. Hmm.热情, kind-hearted, 热情. Oh, 热情. What is this exercise I'm doing? I am recording part 2 of a 3-part thing reviewing the last 100 days of the Duolingo Chinese course, which happens to be the conclusion of the Duolingo Chinese course. So been 200 days total, but it's been the last 100 days since I reviewed. So today I'm supposed to write out at least 15 of the mnemonic constructs that I have for each unit. So what are we on? Where do we even start today? I think we started on 38. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're only 6 of 15, so still got a while to go. It's a little bit late today. I might not get to the 15. The more I do today, the less I have to do tomorrow. And then we do like a summary of what comes next and things, retrospection. Kind of like a review or an exam kind of thing. We gotta keep ourselves honest, basically. You have any interest in Chinese and or Japanese? We've already finished our 3-part for Japanese. For the time being. 热情人. 热情人. 经常 经常 货 出货 no 遇到 That's a little big. Yidao. Basically just went over all the possible syllables. Yidao. You're learning Chinese right now, but you haven't used Duolingo. It's interesting to see the overlap. Ooh, what have you been using? Yeah, right now we're doing Hanzi Hero to bolster our vocabulary. So that's our newest project. That was a little bit before this. So we're about like a months in to Hanzi Hero to bolster our and Duolingo uses simplified Chinese. The Hanzi Hero we're on the traditional course. And so far it's gone pretty well. It's probably going to take like a month, I mean half a year or so before we encounter things that aren't like the majority or overlaps. So yeah. One thing. Yeah, feel free to follow along if you're already like way ahead or something. It's always nice to get like a review. Do you write at all? Or I'll just keep going as I'm 想帮. Where are you at? And I would love to hear the way you're going about it. 想帮. Your wife is Chinese? Oh well, yeah. Then you don't even need to just talk with your family. You've been practicing speaking and listening with your family. So am I? Are you multicultural couple? I adore a multicultural. Not biased at all, but I adore multicultural couples. Um, I happen to be multicultural. However, my parents are they're diaspora. So my parents are diaspora. I'm second generation. I'm second generation ABC, if you will, if you're used to the American denomination. I'm an American born Chinese. So I was illiterate until a year ago. Or 200 days ago, I was illiterate. I could not read. You're Filipino American. Oh. Oh. Nice. Filipino probably the in terms of like other Americans, other fellow like second gens and plus Filipino, Korean and Vietnamese are probably the most common. I myself haven't actually met other obviously outside of Chinese American, but I haven't met a Japanese American. Actually, I might have, but they were only acquaintances. Filipino, huh? Your wife's family were so confused when they met you. They had only heard I was American before meeting you. Listen, do you make adobo for your wife? I'm just saying. My fondest memories about my like I had a childhood friend that was Filipino American. His father was multi-generational a Caucasian, but his mother was Filipino, and she made this delightful adobo that sort of we're no longer like we've been estranged for some time now, but I talk about food all the time as per the usual ritual when it comes to meeting another multicultural person. I think food is a wonderful way to connect and bridge cultures aside from language. I don't imagine your wife is interested in I don't actually know what is the Philippines national language. It and what is the common language in it. I feel like the Philippines might have multiple languages. You mostly help her with making Chinese food. I see. My parents used to run Chinese restaurants. They're since retired. I'm a little bit on the old side of things, so both my parents are um categorically senior citizens now. Do you do any language exchange? That's kind of neat. Is I have so many questions. I talk a lot about um I talk I get excited when I talk to people who are um around multiple cultures. It feels it's a very comforting topic. Yeah, so Tagalog, right? Tagalog, but it's like China where there are a lot of dialects. Okay. And I don't imagine you preserved some of your dialects. I'm also I'm not sure if your wife could be. Oftentimes, depending if you're like on the East Coast or the West Coast, if you're on East Coast, there's a higher chance that it your wife might be Fujianese. I have yet to meet a Fujianese person as I was learning Mandarin or like streaming for the last like 6+ years. But um when there's a chance, it's often the United States. Often. So I do speak a dialect as well. That's why I also need to learn Mandarin because my parents and I exclusively speak a dialect. Yeah, Hujiwa. Most Filipinos speak Tagalog, English, and their home dialect. Your dad speaks four language, actually. English. Oh, Hokkien. Dang it. Yeah, so it's not Fujian. That's the yeah. Unfortunately, not Fujianese. But Fujian would be Hokkien. Hokkien is shares the same area. Shares the same area as Fujian, or like Fujianese is the other dialect that's next to Hokkien. I have yet to meet someone who says they speak Hokkien and know what I'm saying, but it would be cool. And then I see that, so that's the name of your regional dialect. Is that an I or an L? Ilocano? Ilocano? I don't know how to pronounce Filipino names. Do you happen to speak the dialects? Do you happen to speak your dialect with your father? You haven't preserved any of your parents' language, sadly. We speak English at home. My parents do not speak English. Or they could say yes and no and stuff, but I have exclusively largely acted as their interpreter most of their lives. And since now they're senior citizens, I still do that most of the time. So it would be interesting to know if either your wife or your extended family knows Fujianese. I've yet to meet anyone. It's not that big of a small world, especially given that you're in the United States. But I don't imagine they teach the dialects anywhere. I can't learn Fujianese anymore as well because diaspora and dialects are not formally taught in even if you try to dig through like the Chinese interwebs, you might find like one. I found like one video. And then the rest are from Chinese Americans stateside that occasionally talk about that weird situation where you can't read anything and you can't speak very well the national language. And here I am, of course, just to share a little bit. It's cool that yeah, there's no more perfect source than your significant other for learning a new language. Funnily enough, your father learned Hokkien in school. Oh, interesting. There's a big Chinese diaspora in Ilo. Oh, really? That's so neat. The last person that I know that has Hokkien influence and whatnot. They speak Mandarin, but they also speak Malay. So the Malaysian Chinese, and he's a pretty spry kid. So we're talking about someone who's almost completing high school. So I met a Malaysian recently who has Malaysian Chinese, and Malaysian Chinese is influenced by Hokkien too. A lot of things outside are influenced by Hokkien, like Taiwan, for example. But there's no mutual intelligibility with other kinds. Yeah, not really. Yeah, you showed him some Taiwanese Hokkien and you don't understand it. Yeah, and Fujonese is very similar too. Um, Fujonese, I don't even know what Hokkien sounds like. Like the Hokkien from the Fujian area. I don't even know what that sounds like. They're all unintelligible to each other. Isn't that crazy? I imagine your Filipino dialect is the same, right? The Filipino dialects are unintelligible to each other. I haven't. I will listen to this evening if I finished my. Yeah, I see that it says eggplant egg. Yeah. No, but is this Hokkien? Is this the Taiwanese Hokkien? Yeah. 我買中文話，你普通話，right？只係胡椒話，胡椒話買誒咩？Maybe I'll have to listen to it. Right. They sing a lot of songs in Hokkien. Okay. I actually had no people didn't come up to me and say, "Hey, you should listen to this because of Hokkien." So that's kind of cool. I didn't even actually know there are groups that decide to sing in Hokkien instead of like Mandarin. Intriguing. Very neat. Does your wife speak a dialect as well? What is your home dialect called? I just call it Fujianese. That's what my parents call it. Um, it's a dialect that originates around the Fuzhou area, which Fuzhou happens to be the capital city of the Fujian area. That's the reason why this has become popularized, Fujonese, is to separate it from Hokkien because I can't understand Hokkien. There's no way. Yeah, they're both in the Fujonese. They're both in the Fujian area. So when you say like Fujian, you can be referring to both of these. And the people in the Chinese restaurants, right? Like if you're in the East Coast Chinese restaurant, like in New York City or something, and you have the the takeout place, your Americanized takeout place. If you look at Americanized Chinese things, the mass immigration, the last big immigration, it was Fujianese people. So whenever you see an operated mom and pop shop that is trying to sell incredibly cheap food, that is the your Americanized palate. Americanized palate, that's Fujianese. So you'll probably see she only speaks Mandarin, okay, but she can't understand her parents' home dialect. Interesting, pretty neat. I actually have never heard of Fujianese. You've only heard of Hokkien? Yeah. So Fuzhou is the city name, and due to like Americanizing it, I basically just add knees to the end. It's not just me, but this is to make sure that there's no way of confusing that I don't understand Hokkien. Hanjo? Oh. Holmes, right? It's from a specific. I see. Yeah, someone else told me. Someone else told me after looking on the internet. I think I would say roughly there's still like 50. Um, I want to say 50 dialects that could possibly see a stateside thing, like a diaspora thing. I'm not sure. There are like, if you're in the upper limits, there are like hundreds of dialects, right? But I think 50 might make some appearance as diaspora. I don't think all 100 can be found outside of China. Fuzhou Hua. Fuzhou Hua is probably one of the more common ones in the United States. And then you have your northern, southern provinces. Neat. How do you learn and speak with your wife? And I'm guessing you're not into writing. Have you done some writing? I'm usually on the writing side of things here. How long has it been? And also, awesome that you're interested in language learning because of your wife. It's such a fun activity. You've heard similar things from linguists, but it's funny how in the US we just think of Mandarin and Canto. Yeah. Have you seen the viral videos when someone goes to New York City Chinatown? I'm talking about a specific someone who made it very obvious, but that's I think I don't know what he referred it to as, but yeah, when you enter any Chinatown in the United States, you're likely to encounter that dialect. It's very soft spoken, a lot more soft spoken, I would say. What can I give you an example of? Like, la mian, no mian. So no mian, la mian. 小笼包, I don't know what 小笼包 is. Nong, nong, ning, bao, I don't know what that is. 点心, 点心 is probably the same actually. 火锅, I don't know about 火锅. 包子 is still 包子. There are some common ones. Like Joe, like for porridge. Joe, juk, chi, chi, sit, 谢过了, right? 谢过 instead of 吃过. 谢过. 后天. I don't even think we use 天. Try. 公园. Same thing, I think. 公园. 公 oh man. Yeah, I don't use these words at all. Oh no. Maybe something conversational. Like ni hao, right? Ni hao. Ni hao. Ni hao. Goodbye. Actually, I don't know how to say 再见. I don't know what 再见 is. 你吃了没? Right? Sit. Have you eaten? 你吃了没? 你吃了饭吗? 你吃了饭? Yeah, 你吃了饭吗? 你吃了没? 2个月. 哪年外? No, not 哪年外. 哪年? Yeah, 哪年? 哪年外? 哪年外 is 2 weeks. 2个 weeks. weeks. I think I think you know what you're talking about is like Xiaoma, yeah, Xiaoma. Yep, Xiaoma is his name. I'll need to review these before you go back to your yeah, it's Xiaoma. He goes by Xiaoma. Yep. He did a little walkthrough. Although I doubt I'll be able to shock name. Actually, if you say like Ni hao Kidaing, their eyes will glisten. It's very whenever you pick up a dialect and say a couple like specific phrases, honestly, while it might not be shock, it might be like admiration, right? Respect. Like ni hao is ni hao, right? Ni hao, ni hao. And then kidaing is everything. It's thank you, you're welcome, sorry, please. Kidaing. I found it really awkward when I was learning that. It's like, oh, like how do you say please? Kidaing. It's like, what happens when someone does something for you and you say thank you? Kidaing. Like, oh, okay. There is a 谢谢. 谢谢 is 谢谢. 谢谢 谢谢. Kidaing is more like it's almost like 请问. 请问 or 麻烦你, right? May I bother you for something? Kidaing. Kidaing, is that a close ramen type? Oh, wait. How can I kidaing? I think the closest is key. Darn. Key darn. Kidaing. Unfortunately, Arn is like kind of a G. This sound doesn't necessarily exist in Mandarin. There's not a lot of this. So nya, nyar. It's like the nasalization. So ki darn. Instead of saying ki darn, ki darn, ki darn. So it's like arn. What's another one? A good example of this. Nga. Nga is ni, right? Ni, wa, right? No. Ni, sorry. Ni is you. Bad example. So like ni, right? You have ni, which is you, ni, and ni, nu. So instead of you, it's nu. So well, most of the stuff has this ng, which honestly, I think other languages, other dialects do have this stuff. Like when. Where like they write this, but they're pronouncing it differently. I think Vietnamese. But yeah, kidaing. You say kidaing ni bang wai me soi hold up. 请问 right? 请问你可以帮我买一袋苹果 right? 请你帮我买手包苹果 right? 苹果冰果 so same thing. It's you might think it's close enough, but I think that's a placebo on my part. So if I said it to someone else, it might be unintelligible. But in my head, it sounds similar. But I've been told that is not the case, right? Once I pointed it out, it's like right? Do you hear the similarities? But then I'm pretty convinced that it's not intelligible. It's probably my brain mixing up the Mandarin and the Fujianese. At least that's what I've been told. Totally, I was like, this all sounds Viet to me. Yeah, doesn't sound similar at all. Yeah, in my head. So, do you speak multiple languages, right? Um, I'm not sure. You know, you get to a point where your head can speak a language, but you can also translate the language in at the same time, or like back and forth. So what I'm saying, 에킹니, right? 에킹니, 방와이, 에킹니 방와이, 저 서이다예, right? I'm thinking of it in Mandarin right now. So if I can think of it in Mandarin while I'm saying that I think that it's close to Mandarin. So it's a little, I don't know. It's I call it, I don't have a name for this, but I call it the multilingual brain, where sometimes you go like, I did me, right? Oh, that's okay. Like, I'm sorry to hear that. Kelasima, right? Where you start putting in the words, but when I'm saying kelastima, I'm saying oh shame or oh darn in Spanish. But I prefer to say that than say, oh, that's shame. That's a shame. It's like Sukasa es mi casa, right? Sukasa es mi casa. It doesn't sound the same. It doesn't hit the same as your house, you know, my house is your house. Or mi casa es su casa. I said it backwards. My God, you get that sometimes when you're trying to learn a few language at the same time. Yeah, yeah. Whenever I start thinking about oh, I can't remember something, my response when I say, oh, what is this, it's going to tell you which language I was thinking in. So, you know, when I'm thinking in Spanish, when I'm thinking in when I'm thinking in Spanish, it's just K. It's like K. And then when I'm doing Japanese, I'm like, sol da ne. And in Chinese is usually 这是什么 like 什么什么这什么是 and then in Fujianese is 买什么我应该买是买我不知道这是什么我应该买几什么 We're trying to just focus on Chinese now. It was getting to be too much. Yeah. That's understandable. How do you have any way of telling what about legibility? Do you like reading? Can you read this stuff? I've always wondered that. I'm gonna keep on writing here. Gotta keep going. I had so much wonderful little discussions here today. Running like late. 别人, right? 别人. 别人. Oh yeah, you can read. I think pretty much most of what you have there. Nice. How are you doing that? It's like how's your wife getting you to do that? I wonder. I think we're about on the same, which makes it great practice for you as well. Oh, okay. Yeah. How did you do that when you're like speaking and listening to your wife? I'm really beginner level. Like reading takes me a very long time. It's one of those things like now that I've gotten a bunch of things out, I have to hear it before I understand it. So like qi, right? 迟到, if I know this means late now, but if I heard 迟到, I would be more likely to know the meaning based on the sound beforehand. So it's been a very interesting ride. Finally getting like words and writing to the sounds that I've been hearing like most of my life. 别人看起来看起来 when your wife and you watch shows, we always have Chinese subtitles on. Is it like the double stacking Chinese? I really like the double Chinese. Oh, and oh yeah, you mentioned Pleco earlier, actually. Sorry. I missed the... Oh, I missed a lot of your stuff. Sorry, I droned on for too long. There's a home dialect. You've heard... Okay. Your wife's English is super good. She's actually a PhD herself. Oh. Yeah. Really, though? Asian, that's like a Asian... That's like an Asian B to get a PhD. I'm kidding. So we almost always speak in English unless her parents are here. Or I asked her to help you practice. I see. I missed that. And then you mentioned Pleco earlier. I totally missed that. I remember reading it and then I totally glossed over it. Yeah, I haven't used Pleco yet. Let's see. I'm trying to... When you watch your show, you learn a lot of characters just from the subtitles and you save them in Pleco. I see. Thankfully, most Chinese shows come with subtitles. Netflix is also pretty good about subbing in Chinese. You know what I really enjoy about the old school Chinese stuff? When they're when they had the English subtitles right on top of the Chinese. That's what I grew up with. Like when you're watching like Journey to the West, right? For example, I watched a lot of Journey to the West. And whenever you get like TVB stuff that comes out of Hong Kong and stuff, you would have also sometimes they speak in Cantonese and I can't really tell if I was listening to Cantonese or Mandarin. That's a problem too. Not now, but it used to be a problem where I couldn't discern if I was speaking Cantonese, I was listening and replying in Cantonese, or was I replying and speaking Mandarin. It was a whole mess up there. But they used to have those double stacked subtitles where you have the English right on top of the thing, and that was pretty cool. You're reaching maximum Asian levels for sure. Chinese PhD in statistics. You've never watched Journey to the West or any of the other classic. Listen, I don't think my parents really like Journey to the West either. But I do. I watch I've scoured the world and the internet for Journey to the West. For Journey to the West references, yo. Like, I watched an Australian production of The Monkey King. That's probably the most desperate I've been. I think the show is pretty good. It's about guilty pleasure. Yeah, guilty pleasure is totally anything related to Journey to the West. And even video games, Beyond Good and Evil is loosely Journey to the West, right? And let's not talk about Black Myth Wukong, right? But Enslave, that really old game, it was loosely Journey to the West. We're talking about loose Journey to the West. Hats off to Dragon Ball as well, right? The late Akira Toriyama. Or is it Toyoyama? Oh man, get his last name. I mess up one of his syllables all the time. You're Filipino. What's a Filipino classic? I gotta get cultured. I don't actually know what a. I know the whitewash. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I mean, I'm Asian American, so I actually could I really do appreciate both. I enjoy the idea that people take different interpretations. Like I would love to see a multi-generation Americanization of the messages in Journey to the West. I don't actually know what that would look like. There isn't a creation that's unapologetic, right? There are some great examples of different things, though, like The Departed by Martin Scorsese. The Departed was a great example of something from Chinese media, Infernal Affairs, cop drama. So there are unapologetic examples where they like westernize it but use the concept. I really like that idea because it kind of resonates with me. Like I want to hear what it's like, for example, for you, what it's like to be Filipino American learning Mandarin and like experiencing Chinese folklore through the lens of a Filipino American. That sounds like I could share beer or coffee or whatever your source of beverage, and you can yap all day, and I'd be pretty attentive in listening to that. I'm a little old now, but seeing that your wife, I'm inferring, seeing that your wife also has a PhD, I feel like it's pretty safe that we both belong to a similar generation. So we won't have a generational gap. But as I grow older, I just like hearing people talk about their lives, because the average age, by the time you get to, this age around 40, there's no shortage of amazing stories. We're all locked into some very particular aspects and perspectives now, and that can't be substituted anymore, right? As a child, lacking experience, it could turn out to be anything, right? But once you get into like your middle ages, I can't believe I'm saying that. Once you get into your middle age, I'm about to become middle age. Um, people have amazing stories. You don't have to live 80 or 90 to have amazing stories. DBZ is your Journey to the West? Okay, fair enough. I heard from somewhere that Journey to the West is based on a Buddhist monk going to India, learning, Sanskrit, and bringing the text back to China. Neat stuff. I think it's the other way around. Wait, no. I'm not sure which direction they were going. I think the journey to the journey to the west is when they're going to go in that direction. And then they are, I actually don't know which direction they were going. Were they going towards to hand the script, like to hand the thing, or are they going away? That's a good question. That's a really good question. Something I should really know. But yes, it's their pilgrimage, right? It's the monk's pilgrimage to enlightenment, to reach Buddha, to reach enlightenment, and it's a really interesting folklore. Very. I won't be too pedantic about it. Maybe one day. You assume they were going to the west. I know fictitious, but I'm not sure if it's like west to distribute the teachings of Buddha, or was it they're going to west to deliver the scripture? I forgot. I should really watch. I think they were at times doing both, but I don't know which one it is. Oh no. Anyways, I have to clear up that detail. But yeah, they were most definitely heading west. Ironically, you grew up watching Jean-Claude Van Damme. I did too, actually. Along with Jackie Chan and the Jackie Chan crew, like Sammo Hung and stuff. Sammo and Jackie go back, and then Jet Li was thrown in there, right? Jet Li, Jackie, Samo, and they also overlap with Jean-Claude Van Damme. And I did not Chuck Norris anything, so I was after Chuck Norris. I missed the Chuck Norris bandwagon. It was more Jean-Claude Van Damme for sure. Like Bloodsport, for example. Yeah, Filipinos. Yeah, Filipinos do love that stuff. I do get that impression. Uh, I no, yeah, I'm not in my 20s. It would be amazing to be in my 20s with a PhD. So that kind of tells me that your wife might be like a baller. Is she a baller? Like, did she just knock out her PhD in like 3 years or something? I can kind of see that as a Chinese thing. Don't tell your wife that. I took a while longer. Like my parents are not coming from an educated background, so I had to figure out what college was like, and then what going to graduate school was like, and how to decide if I wanted to go to med school or something. So I had to figure all that stuff out. We took like 2 years to do research, and then another 2 years here and whatnot. And it's been a while now. I am 6+ years out from my PhD. So there could be a chance there's a decade difference between us, I suppose. Could be. Depending on recency. Yes, we're pretty close in age. Oh, okay. Okay. You're missing some details of the story because you learned it from a bunch of old white dudes at the local Zendo. That's so cute. um I find knowledge and the acquisition of knowledge incredibly endearing. So regardless of how situationally maybe fragmented and or in like fragmented and or mixed, or how you achieve that information, I think the story of achieving that knowledge is incredibly interesting and wholesome to me. The only part of Chuck Norris bandwagon you caught was the Chuck Norris joke. Same here. I the only thing I learned, and like Jean-Claude Van Damme and Chuck Norris, I think overlapped in their appeal, and I only know of Chuck Norris through the thing. So I kind of missed the Bruce Lee era as well. I did not like I watched Bruce Lee stuff, and that's the closest thing to Chuck Norris, because Chuck Norris was in one of the movies. one, of, one of Bruce Lee's movies. I don't know which one it is. Was it 2? Was it 2? I think it's the second movie. I don't know if it's the second or third, and I don't even know what their titles are called anymore. Way of the Dragon? I don't know. Something like that. She's a baller, but she was the standard 6+ years. Ah, okay. Yeah, mine was 6+ years too. I took 2 extra years to decide if I wanted to go to med school or go the PhD route. Also, you're grateful for anyone who dedicates themselves to learning, especially dedicated to PhD at any point. Yeah, yeah. So, how do you negotiate? Do you have a PhD too? No pressure though. No pressure. You can always start now. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. If there's anything that I would impart when it comes to PhD is, you can add PhD to the end of your name, but you can't take the PhD out of an intellectual, right? So if you're an intellectual that is ever curious, that's the soul of anyone who pursues a lifetime of education. So, a title and whatnot doesn't necessarily define how intellectually curious and exploratory someone is, right? PhDs are the ones slowly dragging our species forward. The rest of us are just nah. Yeah, nah, nonsense. if I had a joke about, it would take, oh man, I was gonna make like a science joke, like an over-analyzed science joke. People who move fast are definitely not people who deliberate on every single action. You left after your master's, but maybe in the future? Ooh, what did you have a master's? Oh, actually, I didn't ask. What is your educational background in and what was your wife's, if I may ask, if it's not too personal? My PhD was in molecular biology. My PhD was in molecular biology. I had an emphasis on retroviruses, or more like genetic components. Genetic components, like mutations and chromatin related things. Move fast, break things can be pretty dangerous. Yeah, it can lead to emergent properties though. You know, emergent properties. When you break things and you fix things, it can be very educational, right? When we break things and we fix it, very revealing sometimes. Sometimes you need to break things in order to know how they work. You're both statisticians. Oh, well now. There's no amount of my PhD that will circumvent my deficiency in statistics. I barely get by with bioinformatics. I barely get by. And it's been getting close to a decade since I touched anything that deal with large data sets. Very novice. Your wife is focused on statistical genetics. Oh, speaking of bioinformatics, yeah, doing a lot of work on sequencing data. That was part of my thesis. Parsing high throughput sequencing data and trying to make sense of it. But those were the early days. I can only imagine what your wife does now. Although science does have this resistance to change when it comes to integrating technologies. However, at the time I was parsing data using R, high throughput sequencing data. It was the trend when I finished. It was trending when I finished. Bioinformatics is no joke. You took a class in it, mad respect. Dude, I didn't get educated in it. It was like the proving grounds, right? It was I think at this point, if you're going to become a PhD in genetics, it's most likely going to be standard. I think right at the time that I was graduating, it was already, the boat has sailed. The boat has sailed already. So it's not part of general education requirements. Like when you enter a PhD program for molecular biology and or anything related to the umbrella, like cellular, molecular, structural biology umbrella, I think they probably have to incorporate some sort of bioinformatics course. And yeah, I was way past that. It was already too late for me. It's kind of like in the future, you know, deep learning is a standardized practice. So if you go into school and you're not educated on deep learning, regardless of your intellectual discipline, that would put you at a very large disadvantage, pragmatically speaking. So I can only imagine what the graduate students nowadays are looking at. They're probably bumbling around with how to standardize the deep learning courses and whatnot to filter in for general education requirements. I imagine you still work in statistics. T square. I'm not, so that's also an edge that you have. I am a dull edge. I'm a very dull edge. I wanted to be an educator. That was my original goal. An educator. Oh, Tommen. Tommen, your doll. You sound like a very cute couple. Yeah. A lot of PhDs in our department, we focus on statistical genetics and biostats. You think it takes I think take bioinformatics now, not a requirement, but pretty popular elective. Oh. You do work as a statistician, but you like to teach as well. It's kind of a dream job. Yeah, you see, here's where it cuts differently. I don't know if you find this a very sobering or pessimistic or maybe a realistic thought. Teaching nowadays is a dream job because it's not sustainable, pragmatically speaking. We have a lot of obligations in the United States, right? And teaching has become more of a dream job because in order to find it sustainable with the balance of life and like expenses and whatnot, it is a dream job in a different sense of the word now. Like being satisfied with your mental state, your balance, work-life balance, you know, the systems, foundations, and demand and reasonable like things. It's become a dream job in more than what I would like to admit. It's kind of one of those things like what's a dream job? A musician, right? And oftentimes the dream, to live the dream, is to do that for a living. And oftentimes when I think of teaching nowadays, if you're not incredibly exceptional, it's not sustainable. You don't get to do it without running yourself dry, right? And I know that sounded a little pessimistic, but I tend to say that those who are able to, I have all the most admiration for them. I've chose a different vocation or a different medium to disseminate or practice whatever teaching approaches that I have curated over the years and adapted to a medium, right? That's why you probably find me on YouTube and Twitch. I have the idea of curating maybe some experience and then maybe reapplying to a different form of teaching in the future. But yeah, it's a dream job indeed. Although, hear me out. I am not obligated. There's a few things that I'm not obligated anymore. And that is to say conservatively. If I lived and died alone now, it would be a pretty comfortable life without necessarily having to teach, to be paid to teach. So I like to do it freely instead. Obviously, freely means I have no credibility nor leverage, and I would be operating in a capacity that's not professional. So with that said, I typically don't mislead and take people on a trip to determine that I'm professional or not, because I really do believe in professionalism. So getting certified, being held accountable, and all that stuff comes first. You like teaching when you were at the university? Nowadays it would definitely be tough if you weren't actually financially secure. Yeah, you probably run yourself ragged most of the time. There's a very high, I want to say there's a very noticeable deficiency that results in a demand on anyone who takes up that position right now, and it's an uphill battle. So I still really loved it. I loved it when I was like teaching assistants, right? That stuff was great. Then you concern yourself with the research and the money and the funding, and then suddenly it's like, oh yeah, it's the whole bag, right? I'm glad to hear that you like teaching. Do you have a this might sound a little personal, but do you have a little one? You can always teach your little one. I always thought that's such a cute thing. Do you have a little one? I am not someone who have yet met a companion, but I certainly love hearing that others are able to continue to engage in the prospect of starting a family. It warms my heart knowing that regardless of all the potential like uphill quality of life challenges, people are intelligent about their decisions and they're able to do the one thing that has eluded me still, right? No kids until after the PhD. That's the plan anyways. Wait. After whose PhD? Your wife's? After your PhD? That sounds like that kind of sounds like my parents. My parents said the same thing. And then now all they do is ask me when grandchildren happen. I'm like, I don't know. No pressure, obviously. I'm sharing. Kapa. So what are you doing up so late? Now that I know you're somewhere in the United States. Your wife's Asian, but yes, we hear the pressure all the time. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's understandable. Oh, I forgot your doll. Oh. I'm so involved in this right now. I have so many questions. Maybe for another time, but how does a statistician how does a statistician afford to be up so late? It's my first thought now. You study at night as well, just happened to tune in on the stream. Oh, okay. Intriguing. How did you come with how did that happen? Are there not like people who learn Chinese? I don't know how YouTube works actually. YouTube Live works, but how does it actually work? Were you looking at Chinese videos at some point? Oh, it's Saturday. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize it's the weekend. Oh, my bad. I should have thought about that. My bad. 生气. That does check out. Weekends. How far are we? So I'm supposed to do 25 of these. I mean, not 25, 15 of these. And I think I'm halfway maybe. Because I just keep going. It's 3:30. Oh boy. We'll do it for another hour. And then just cut it off wherever it is. Oh, a bunch of Chinese videos. Oh, it still baffles me that there aren't other peeps learning Chinese given the current climate. You don't see many of those? Yeah. You definitely don't see many. Well, you kind of see more for other things. Language learning generally is a very meditative self process. So, I don't know if I mentioned this yet. So, I've been using Duolingo for the last year, and I completed the Duolingo course after 200 days, right? However, I typically review after a certain amount of time because retention, right? So originally I did it every 50 days. So the first 50 days and the second 50 days. And then recently I've been trying out 100 days, and it's been exactly 100 days at the day of 200. So we've concluded the Duolingo course. And a task that I give myself is that I made a construct at the end for each unit that unifies organizes all the vocabulary words and or grammar points from that unit. And today and yesterday and tomorrow, whatever is left over, I'm trying to cover all the units of that. There are 31 units and therefore 31 constructs. Each color represents one of the constructs. I was supposed to do 15 today, and I'm at 7, I think. Largely because I yapped a lot. Lots of people came by. It was nice. We talked about the management and motivation, habit formation, a lot of common topics when I'm streaming. Did you see the news on the spike in Duolingo? Yes, I did. That's I was alluding to that due to the recent transpiring. There was a very noticeable spike. Yes, indeed. I'm not sure if that's that spike sustained. It might be a jerk reflex due to, the whole social media upheaval. And yeah. Gotta stay topical. It's a very topical thing. Unit 44 is about school. Right, Unit 44 is about school. Yeah, so what do you do usually? What do you do usually for like entertainment and whatnot? I actually, this sounds like kind of a nerdy thing, but what do statisticians do for fun? um, you, it might not be as exciting as I imagine, but I generally find most things exciting. So what do statisticians find? What do you guys do? Are you like eccentric people? Try me. That's probably usually. Probably it's like January at the gym. We'll see what the user numbers look like in a month. Oh yes, that's a very apt analogy. Yes, we'll see in a month how long that goes about. 学校，学校，校章，校章，校章，要求，要求，要求，要求。You think you're pretty average as a group? Not as nerdy as CS or math, but not as cool as psych or forestry. Interesting. What are your takes on the, what was it called? What is that movie called? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I'm playing on such terrible stereotypes. Let's just go with it. I'm gonna run with it. I largely study behavior now. So, if any of this sound very rudimentary or cliche, I think it's intentional. I'm usually intentional about this. Feel free to call me out, you know? Bixiao. Right, Bixiao. What the heck is she? You know, I'm not quite sure what the stroke order is on this. I think it went from left to right. The Japanese one is... I think I wrote the Japanese stroke order more. Ishio. What is the most mathy thing that I watched? What is the most mathy thing? No, not a lot of mathy things. I actually don't know anything about Hitchhiker's Guide. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Hold up. So what else can we do? We're gonna play on some stereotypes. How about Good Will Hunting? That's not really... now we're just going on like Brilliant Minds type of movie and whatnot. I was gonna say A Beautiful Mind, but that might be a little darker. A couple of you are in department playing music. We had a band before you all graduated. Oh, so you were a hooligan. I see. What you play? What did you play? Band. Good Will Hunting's a banger for sure. What did you play? And do your wife happen to play a violin, a piano, or cello at some point? What is this? Wan Ye. No. Wan. Wan Chang. Wan Chang. Wan Chang. Zuo Ye. Zuo Ye. Yeah? Zuo Ye. 作业天天天天作业 You play a guitar and bass, and your wife was conscripted as a young age to play piano like many Chinese. Ah, okay. My hat was either a violin or a piano. I played the violin at a young age. Piano cost a little bit much. I did have a keyboard at one point, but the violin was the choice. You know, you sound very American. I'm kidding. I have two guitars as well. The American side definitely took over. Gotta hit that guitar. Bass? Nah, I didn't get that far. I didn't get that. Violin is another common one, yeah. You did violin for a bit in school too? Get you. Sports. How about sports? Tian. We're just like collapsing many years of history down. Tian. Xiang. 向上，向上，yeah，向上。Every teenager born in America has a guitar at some point. It just appears one day. I know, right? Like, um, diaspora or not, right? Diaspora or not, somehow a guitar is gonna pop up in your room. It just magically, appears. Like one day it's like, I don't know. One day I decided, hey, look, there's a guitar center. Let's just go buy a guitar. Am I a football guy? American football? I am not. Growing up with Chinese parents, I did not participate in any sports, conventional sports. I did do a sport though, and it is very American. Not exclusively American, but it is very American. And there are two that are probably going to show up next to American football. That is like very American. It's very American. It is unconventional too. So, well, unless you're American. American football is definitely one of them. Are you an American football person? I feel like you've thrown the pigskin. Baseball? No. Baseball is pretty big in Japan. Silly goose. I'm just kidding. Yeah, baseball has some international appeal. Maybe not as much. Two more. There's two more. There's definitely two that are. One is more. The one that I do is more recreational, I suppose. You don't really talk about it in like competitive sense, unless you're really into it. Kambukan. A sport that only Americans play, and it's not football. It does narrow it down. Not only Americans play, but it is definitely more associated with Americans. Like it's so much more exclusively Americans. It practically even screams K-Kona sometimes. Although I do have to admit, the top player is still Australian, I think. Lacrosse? Oh, that is a good one. Isn't lacrosse... Is lacrosse American? I haven't even considered that, but lacrosse is a great guess. I totally forgot about lacrosse. Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot about lacrosse. Unfortunately, I'm not... No, I don't... Lacrosse is a really good one. I totally forgot about lacrosse. That is American. Dang. I mean, despite what the name suggests. It's kind of funny, the name lacrosse, when someone... Oh, I totally forgot about that. You are familiar with a university. That's master's and PhD cred right there. The sport that you mentioned is lacrosse. You definitely came from a university in the United States. I think the person's Australian. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure he's Australian. Oh, maybe he's not there anymore. Oh, he's not there anymore. Wow, there's actually a big Indian scene now. Intriguing. Isn't he Australian? Maybe he's American. I don't know. Let's look. No, he's Australian. Yeah. I was pretty sure he was Australian. Is it on TV? Oh, I would be cheating to say it is on TV, but it is on TV. Like, would you have seen it? It's on like ESPN 3. If there's any coverage, it would be like on ESPN 3, maybe alongside the lacrosse stuff. It's about like lacrosse. Lacrosse is so good. Yeah, the top player, arguably, he's not the current top player anymore, but he's been a top player for a while. It's bowling. You got it. It is bowling. You got one more choice. Here are the other two choices that would probably go well with the American theme. Ball golf and disc golf. Ball golf and disc golf. And I actually do disc golf from time to time. So ball golf or disc golf. Those are the other two. I know golfing is elsewhere, but bowling is... Yeah, I mean, your beer, you know, beer, throw. You can't get much more K-Kona than that. And then, while disc golf, in professional disc golf, you can't drink while playing at the same time. So, I think bowling is the same, but it's often associated with, yeah, disc golf. Yeah, disc golf took off. It's a great pastime. You should take your wife disc golfing sometime. You get to hike at the same time, visit your local park, all at the same time. Is it this? Yes, right? No. This. Oh, wait, there's a tail here. No one saw it. It's fine. Okay, so we got over the class thing. What do you play? Lay it on me. I feel if your wife happens to be like balls, you know, just like straight up, yeah, I'm gonna conform gymnastics or swimming. No, not swimming. It's like maybe diving. Gymnastics and diving, statistically. There's a course by the university we've gone exactly once. There's a bit too many drunk frat guys to put. Yeah. It's a ye olde American spirit. I'm not surprised. Obviously, it's a more of a warm endearment. I'm not saying it as a... It's people having fun. Not for everyone, right? The scenes are not for everyone. 小学初中高中高中大学 What are your sports? Or any sports? I did Taekwondo at some point. Like for 3.5 to 4 years. The discipline Taekwondo side. not the break my neck side. You so not really an athlete. You just used to Filipino martial arts. Nowadays, I don't exercise at all that much. Period. I see. I had a couple year stint for like running, like obstacle course running, and now I basically just run and calisthenics. Calisthenics, like maintenance stuff, right? Maintenance stuff. running for maintenance, calisthenics, pull-up, push-ups, occasionally some skill development, flexibility, mobility stuff. I used to go on Tough Mudders every year until COVID happened. Gosh, yeah. Gosh, yeah. Hear me out. If you ever decide that you're gonna work towards a marathon or a half marathon, I would totally be down for a meetup. I've been like secretly soliciting people, getting them wind up. Like, you want to do a marathon? It's like it's a once in a lifetime thing, or maybe twice in a lifetime thing. Let's go. You used to run a bit too. Did a half once and then immediately quit running after it. Listen, that's the guy. I did a half once too, officially as well. A half events once, and then just basically didn't go for the full. Definitely like a marathon event. Like go to a marathon event. That'd be pretty sweet. No, sure. There's another person I know that's that could be something. I am on the East Coast, indeed. It is getting quite late. I might have to shelve this and extend it by a day. Yeah, we're fine. So Ban shish ban no. How the ban? Oh. You're on the West Coast, but you came back to East Coast every year? Ooh. Intriguing. Oh, that totally explains. So West Coast, huh? How is the West Coast doing, by the way? Is everything alright? Are things settling down, really? Sure, Tom. Sure. Hong. My mother came back from Hong Kong during the forest fire, the wildfire. I forgot what you call them. Like she actually touched down during that. You're not in you're not in California. Oh. So statistician, huh? Washington. I feel like Washington is such a like Seattle is such a nice place for people who are doing like tech related careers. Actually, obviously don't dox yourself if you're not comfortable. I'm on the East Coast. Close to New York. Right. That's where the whole like Fujianese thing came about. It's not very uncommon. Trump opened up the reservoirs, right, and used it to put out all the fires. Oh no. I'm not exactly sure how they were contained. It's nice to hear that it's contained now. Yeah, joking, of course. I think sometimes life is too short to hate one's neighbor largely due to disagreements of ideology or something like that. uh, T T T T. It does explain your timing. Organ? No! What's an organ? No, I know organ is there, but I was gonna go with the whole like Silicon, you know, the Silicon Valley thing. But what's an organ? I didn't realize there was like a push or something, you know, compared to like Seattle or Silicon Valley kind of situation. I'm actually not familiar with the organ in terms of like their thing. Tell me more. What is the Oregon state flower and state dog, if they have one? I think not every state has a state dog, right? Somewhere I think I knew that. Okay, so we need to go over some sports. Okay. This category is so big. Okay, let's write sports out. The heck is a state dog? Listen, does Hawaii have a state dog? Pretty sure PA state dog is the Great Dane. Yeah, I think the Pennsylvania state dog is the Great Dane. Lots of trees and rain. Portland is nice. Yeah, Portland, Oregon is about the only place that I know, unfortunately. You love it, but it's forgotten about for a reason. I wonder what the Hawaii state dog is. You never heard of a state dog in your life? Really? Am I a pep? Hold up. Yeah, the Great Dane is Pennsylvania's. Hold up. Hold up. What's Oregon's state dog? Oregon doesn't have an official state dog. Aw. That's right. Okay, what about Hawaii? Oh, that's why you both don't know what a state dog is. You don't have one. State birds? What's your state bird? You guys don't recognize neither Hawaii nor Oregon recognizes a state dog. So yeah. I think Pennsylvania's is the ruffed grouse. It looks weird. That's interesting looking. You do have a state bird? Ooh, what is that? A western meadowlark. Oh, meadowlark. Let me see what a western. I don't. Aww. That's pretty. The Pennsylvania one is like, it's kind of derpy looking. I like it. I like it because it's derpy looking. A ruffed grouse. A ruffed grouse. The name, not so much. Nene. Wait, the Nene. Wait, the Nene. Oh, that's kind of cute. It kind of looks like a goose. How Western Pennsylvania? How Yeen's doing over there? I don't know. Yeen's be doing. I'm on the east side. Our Appalachian. How do people say it in the West Coast? The Appalachian. I don't know. Appalachian. I'm talking about the Appalachian Mountains here. Yins. We yins be doing all right. Us and our taters. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to settle on taking an extra day. There's too much great conversations going on, so school, classroom. So we're gonna branch off to classroom, right? So classroom. Actually, we're gonna move this up here. We're gonna move the gym here. You're from Jersey, so it's correctly, aka it said it correctly, aka Appalachian. Appalachian. Oh, is that how they say it? I watch Hank. I watch Hank Green and John Green, and I think Hank Green made a. It's either one of the brothers, one of the Green brothers, made a big deal about Appalachian at some point, and I'm like, oh, interesting, because they're from Indiana. Yeah, they're Indiana, or at least John Green is from Indiana. So they're west of the Appalachian Mountain. Don't at me, okay? Oh, it is a goose. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know the Hawaiian state bird was a goose. Oh, that's interesting. It looks friendly, sort of. I mean, geese. You never know. You never know with geese. You know? I feel like now I identify you as a geese fetishes. Kind of makes sense. Hey. So Heiban. Why do I write it so large? Heiban. Heiban. Blackboard. Heiban. Oh wait. That's he. Oh. Wait. Yeah, Heiban. Yours look like hieroglyphics? That's kind of good, isn't it? Hieroglyphics. Wait. Hieroglyphics is really complicated. Real talk though. 笔记本。笔记本。笔记是什么？猫。It's a 猫。It's a 猫。毛记笔记本。啊。钱币。Fun fact, in Slavic languages, they refer to Hanzi as hieroglyphics. Interesting. What was the other fun fact that like a random YouTube influencer? Alright, fun fact. What was the fun fact? It was like not Roman. Arabic numbers are not Arabic. Or something. Because of their complex, but they are just referred to as Arabic anyways. Or something like that. I don't know the details. I'm not a linguist, but like these numbers, right? These digits. So we're talking about the history, the complicated history of how these became a thing and referred to as Arabic numbers. a little bit more complicated, but I get it. Or I could appreciate how it's very interesting. Not that I remember the details, unfortunately. Speaking of statistician, right? Are you familiar with the complicated history of the Arabic numbers we use today? Jie. Yeah, Jie, Qiang and Jie, to borrow and lend. Lots of writing time. I can honestly say Hui. Lots of writing. Writing is what. Lots of time writing. T. 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 Fun. This is the first I'm hearing of this controversy. I don't think it's a. Yeah. Not to give you an idea of controversy, it's a person who's very into the etymology of things. I think YouTube definitely does not have a shortage of very highly influential people who geeks out takes it up to like level 12 when it comes to etymology of things. Again, disclaimer, it's algorithm based, so when I watch one of the videos, YouTube makes it look like the world is talking about the origins of writing language. So bear with me. Probably not as hype as it might sound, but algorithm do be doing algorithm things. It's one of my talking topics most of the time. Oh, I actually need to correct this. I think I have Lan Qiu different. Where was the last time I wrote sports? Here it is. Lan Qiu. Lan is not the same as Lan. Whoops. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, no shortage of 30-minute deep dives into some niche topic. The algos got all of us. Yeah, I know. Isn't it incredibly how efficient it is? One of my topics deal with like cognitive dissonance often fueled by algorithm and or like a confirmation bias. How confirmation bias can really impact the quality of life and perception of reality oftentimes. More as a thought experiment on the potential requirements to being exposed to destabilizing information, like information that can normalize the extent of how one can be like convinced that anything is true because the algorithm is so efficient at overexposing you about it. Like the moment you say, if you type in, am I bad at Japanese, right? And immediately the algorithm will supply you with like a swarm of videos after seeing the first one about how people think that their Japanese is bad. And then maybe everything related to how to get better at Japanese with preying on the insecurity that you think your Japanese is bad. Or something like that. Like immediately. I love a well-constructed documentary, but I miss YouTube videos had a max length of 10 minutes. Nah, YouTube videos. Wait, you miss Hen? YouTube videos had a max length of 10 minutes. Oh, my YouTube videos are way more than 10 minutes. They might as well only be 10 minutes though. That's the average viewership. Like, people don't watch more than 10 minutes. Not when I say people, anecdotally speaking. I know how many hours people watch. Oh, you miss when YouTube videos had a maximum length of 10 minutes. You miss when YouTube videos had a max length of 10 minutes. Boy, howdy. You might not enjoy what I have to say, or like we might be at a opposite ends of the spectrum here. 1九 I guess post production, yeah, edited videos I can totally understand if that's what you were consuming. As opposed to like stream content, obviously. 足球 乒乓球. Hello there, Timmy. It has been a while. I really am gonna call this a night, I think. Yeah, I'm really far behind, so let's call this a night. How many did I do? I actually did less than yesterday. Oh no. I guess this could be a 4-parter. Streaming content is fine, but you feel like there's a lot of video that pad the run length for algo purposes? Interesting. I almost find the opposite. I was surprised I was still streaming. Yeah, we had lots of conversations. Lots and lots of conversations. So, nothing like good conversations, right? Let me see. Where am I? We're at 4, 8, 12, 16, 17. Give me a sec. Let me check something. I don't know how much later I'm gonna be able to go. Probably not. I think we're just gonna call it a wrap here and extend the day. Nothing like being flexible, right? Happy dollars. I've ran out of happy dollars. This has been like the... Oh no. I think I might have King? Wait, is that still a thing? Is that still a saying? King? Yeah. So not much. Maybe we'll see how ambitious. How are you doing, Timmy? We can talk a little bit for a little bit longer. Right? I think I borked something. That's okay. You got a cold at the moment. Well, hopefully you're on the mends. Get well soon. Get well soon, Timmy. So I did 7. It's about half. It's less than half of what I planned on doing. 15 today. Which makes your Chinese more accurate, you think? When you have a cold. Oh, I see. Rest well, senpai. I don't know. Okay. What do you say to, yeah, what do you say in Chinese? Yeah, I don't know what a euphemism is in Chinese. I mean, like, 朋友 just sounds pedestrian, right? 好人休息一下，好人吧，no, 好人休息一下吧。I don't know. Oh, right, that's right. You could use 哥, yeah, or 我弟弟 or 我哥哥, yeah, 大哥, yeah, 大哥休息一下吧. Big bro, big bro, rest a little bit. Oh, am I still okay? Is everything still running? Oh no, I think everything's borked. Hold up. Uh-oh. That's okay. I think something crashed. It's fine. It's fine. No one panic. No one panic. Don't worry. Don't worry. That's on my end. No one panic. Oh, the nasal. Okay, the nasalation. Okay. I see. Big brain, one interesting thing you guess is the counters? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, 哥哥. We were talking about 哥哥. 大哥, right? Big bro, 大哥. It's kind of redundant because 哥哥 is older brother, but it's more like big bro. 大哥休息一下. Right? Rest a bit or see you next time. I don't know how you see you next time. Uh, I usually go with 下载 I don't know. 下一再聊吧, right? 下一再聊吧. It seems Japanese have more counters than Chinese. That's interesting. That's an interesting topic. I think I bored the audio. So I think this is a good place to stop. You're not certain about this. Yeah, yeah. So this is a good place to stop. I think I kind of borked something and broke a bit of chain of stuff. 下次见, yeah. You used before. Yeah, I used 下次见 before. And my family friend said, "Oh, don't say that. That's too formal." So they said, 下次再聊吧. So like, talk to you next time. Like, let's talk again. Let's chat again. Right. So that's what they went for, and like it kind of just settled on me. So good enough. I usually use 下次见 and like that's too formal. I'm like, all right, all right. I'll just use it in this situation. Okay. So for now, yeah, this is about all I got. We'll try to take it add an additional day. We'll add an additional day. Not bad, not bad. We'll get it done tomorrow. Or get the construct part done tomorrow. And then I'll be ranting on the following day. So the following day I'll be ranting on my retrospection on the Duolingo Chinese course. But yeah. And then what we're gonna do in the future. What we're gonna do in the future. You use Red Note to improve your Chinese more? Are you I see. I feel like that's a very timely. I'm not I see. How do you know in terms of Red Note? Actually, hold on to that thought. For me. Yeah, how do you know? How do you go about using RedNote? I did hear a lot about RedNote recently. Because of the whole uh TikTok related topical thing. But yeah, RedNote is it's not like it wouldn't be the thing that I would observe first for it. Basically, it's not an English speaking environment. Yeah, I know, but how do you know if it improved your Chinese more? You use Reddit actually? I haven't used Reddit too much, but Fictitious gives me a lot of incentive to look at Reddit. So you assume via immersion? I see. Fair enough. That's fair enough. RedNote was hard for you because it kept pushing English content. Oh, that's interesting. You hunt out Chinese language learning content too. Okay. Yeah. For now, I'm watching a show. Actually, I don't know if you guys watch this at all, but it was suggested. So Blair happened to have suggested a Chinese one. So uh Mo Zu 某道如系某道如系如系某道如系 which is what is it called? The founder of diabolism. Yeah, that's what I'm watching right now. So it's very very feudal. So there's lots of like magic and I mean like there's a very selective vocabulary when it comes to Chinese though on these. You kind of get used to if you grow up with like mysticism and wuxia, right? Stuff. But yeah, lots of mysticism stuff. Anyways, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I don't want to stretch my run time. I'll catch up with you guys another time. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully your Chinese stuff is going well. And I guess the silver lining for your cold. I hope you recover from your cold. Yeah, right. It makes your Chinese act more accurate. Yeah, we'll have to catch up. I have more questions, but I'll have to sleep on those questions for now. And maybe we can play an interesting game in the future of exchanging information. I like doing the ask me a question and I'll ask you a question. That's kind of a great format. We gotta break some ice here. You hope for improvement? Yeah, Timmy. Soon. Uh，你跟我说中文 right？你跟我说中文。我我没有说嗯很很多 right 很多中文。But the problem is it's always a one-sided exchange. But I don't mind reading, not Chinese. I'm still getting the hang of reading. Okay, all right. So no more belaboring. We're gonna add another day to it and see where to go from there. Thank you guys. I always appreciate. 谢谢 right? 谢谢跟我说一点话 right? I guess 聊 I guess probably 聊天. Thanks. 谢谢 for chatting, right? Bye bye. All right, folks. I'll be back. We're gonna extend this. I'm gonna try to finish all these constructs tomorrow, and then we'll do like a one wrap up where I talk about frequently asked questions. It's part of my recording process. So until then, Stay safe, folks. 下次见, right? 下次见. If you you're gonna watch this later, ありがとうございます. Right? おやすみなさい. 皆さん. 大家谢谢. Right? Good night, good night. Oh my gosh, Gecko just got up. Oh. I did not finish today, Gecko. But good night. Good night. Oyasumi nasai. I guess Ohio. Gecko-san. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Take care, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye.